Hey David, my name is Kyle. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you could do today to bring in more high quality HVAC jobs to your business. Now, I know you're probably sitting there thinking like, all right, man, why would some marketing guy be doing this for free? And what's the catch, right? Here's the deal. Most HVAC guys are out there way too busy running calls, doing jobs to really understand how the internet works. And honestly, you've probably been through your fair share of marketing experts who really don't understand anything about your business. So what I found is that by giving HVAC guys a free blueprint of actual things they can take and implement, some of them end up saying, you know what? I like you, Kyle. Dude, just handle this technical stuff for me so I could just focus on what I do best, okay? So by the end of this video, you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you more service calls and jobs, then just shoot me a message back and we can chat, okay? Or if you want to take this free blueprint and tackle it yourself, that works for me too, all right? But now let me jump in and show you 3 things you could do to set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with content, okay? Now, most business owners, they know they need content on their front page, but typically don't know how much or what the right content is, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at your biggest competitor right now, which is HVAC Littleton, who's currently stealing most of those high quality jobs in the area because they're ranking at that top spot, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to see how many words they have on their front page. Now, I know you're probably saying, well, all right, man, that's cool, but why are you doing that, right? Well, typically, to rank number 1 and qualify for those high quality jobs, then you want to have at least around 1,500 words on your front page, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to copy all the words that they have here from on their page, okay? We're going to go to a word counter here. Paste it in, and it looks like right now they have a little bit over 1,300 words, which is actually pretty solid. All right, now let's go and check out your site here, and let's see how you guys are matching up in terms of wording. Okay, so let's go and copy all the words on your front page. Let's go back to the word counter here, and it looks like right now you guys have about 929 words. Okay, now what does this mean? This actually ain't a bad thing. This literally means your competitor is beatable by just putting a little bit more effort with their content, okay? Now, there's this tool I use. It's called Ahrefs, all right? It's a few $100s a month, but essentially what it does is it gives me the behind-the-scenes details of exactly what Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see what you guys actually show up here for when people are searching for HVAC services here in the area, okay? So we're gonna start with HVAC Littleton first. We're gonna go and put their website into here. Let's go and log back in. Let's go ahead and go search. Okay, and then we're gonna go to keywords. Now, by the way, what is a keyword? It's basically what people are typing into Google, okay? So as you can see, they're showing up on that top spot or the front page for HVAC Littleton. We see furnace repair Littleton, AC, air conditioner repair, AC line replacement, right? And many, many, many more, okay? And if you look at the traffic here, do you see how it says, 36, 17, 7, 7, 7, 6, right? So they're getting at least, around 200 people just in Littleton alone clicking on their website and looking for HVAC services every single month, okay? Now, typically what I actually see in the industry is there's actually typically a lot more searches, okay? So even for them, I would say even for them having more high quality keywords and ranking for those would actually give them even more jobs in Littleton, just based off of how many people are searching for HVAC services in Littleton, okay? But now let's go ahead and check out your guys' site here and let's see what you guys are showing up here for, okay? When people are searching. So it looks like right now you guys are showing up for about 2 keywords, and that's Littleton Heating and Air and Littleton Heating and Air Conditioning, okay? But if you look a little bit more closely to this, if you look at the position, it looks like for Littleton Heating and Air, you're showing up on the 21st position, which means you're on like the 5th page of the Google list. And for the other word, it's actually showing up as lost, okay? Meaning you're actually showing up as spam to Google and you're not showing up at all. Okay, so do you see the difference here? This is the importance of getting your online presence done correctly, okay? So if you want to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition here in the area, then you want to have at least around 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords, okay? Super, super key to claiming those high quality jobs. All right. Now, the second thing I'm going to show you here is going to be citations. Now, I know you're probably saying, like, dude, what is a citation and why does it even matter, right? Well, typically, when anybody searches anything on Google, let's just say, for example, HVAC Littleton, right? There's actually research done from Google that about 40% of people are going to click right here on this map pack. And do you see how Elkhorn Heating and Air Conditioning is currently showing up number 1? This is not because of their reviews, okay? It's not because they have a big company or pretty pictures on there or anything like that, all right? It's because they have the most citations, okay? Now, what are those? That is your business name, address, and phone number listed consistently across the internet. All right. Now I know you might be saying, well, all right, Kyle, that's cool, man, but how do I get those, right? Well, what you want to do is you want to post your business name, address, and phone number in industry-related directories, okay? This could be like, Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, Yahoo Local, right? These are all directories you want to be in. And your competitors are currently in more of these than you guys are, all right? So to get into the game, you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to show Google in the areas you serve that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC. And when you do show up on the top spot on the map pack, we actually add about 50 to 100 more directories. So once you're there, it takes your competitors a long time to catch back up. Okay, so super, super important to get this dialed in. And now that you know how to, let me show you the real moneymaker. All right, which would be backlinks. Now, why do I say that? Because again, 40% of people are going to click on this map pack. Okay, but actually about 60% of people are going to click on one of these first few websites that they see. And when I search for, HVAC Littleton, repair, installation, really anything like that, I don't see you guys pop up here at all. Okay, so to get into the game, you're going to need backlinks. That is other relevant websites linking back to your website, okay? It's kind of like online referrals. And the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. For example, let's say, you have a local blog page or maybe even an industry site linking back to you, and that's perfect. That's amazing. But, obviously if you're an HVAC company and you have, McDonald's linking back to you, that ain't so great, right? Because you don't sell burgers. So let's go ahead and go back to Ahrefs here and let's see what backlinks your competitor currently has that's getting them to that top spot, okay? So we're gonna click on backlinks here. And it looks like right now they have about 736 backlinks, which is honestly pretty good, okay? But again, how do we get these? How do we beat them? Well, what we do is you literally just go down this entire list of links and match these same exact links for your business or your website so that way you guys show up at that number 1 spot, okay? So I want you to understand at this point, claiming more high quality jobs, outranking your competition, no matter how big they are, and showing the areas you serve you're the authority, it ain't some magic trick, man. There's no genie flying around Google or anything like that. It's literally just a method. But, I'm sure you probably don't care that much about more website traffic, right? You care about growing the business, right? Helping your family, your team, right? So let me show you what this means for you guys' bottom line by actually getting this done, okay? So I did a bit of research here. And by the way, before I jump into this entire breakdown is literally just for Littleton alone, okay? This is accounting any other city in Denver where there's obviously way more traffic, okay? But just in Littleton, there's actually about 3.2 thousand people searching for HVAC companies every single month, Okay, 3.2 thousand potential customers. Okay. Now let's just do some conservative math here. And let's say out of those 3,200 people, let's just say only 5% of those people are even convertible. All right. That would mean an extra 160 potential book jobs for your company every single month. All right. Now let's say you go out there, you take those calls, you do the estimates, and let's say you close, 40% of those jobs, right? That would mean an extra 64 closed and booked jobs for your company on a monthly basis. What would this mean for you guys, right? In terms of growing the business, maybe, hiring more guys, right? Just keeping them busy year round. In terms of revenue, right? So this ain't some pie in the sky thing. This is exactly what happens when HVAC guys get their online presence done correctly, right? So just to recap what we covered today, first thing is going to be content. So you want to have at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right keywords. Second thing is going to be citations. So you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to rank above your competition. And lastly is going to be backlinks, okay? Meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to yours to show Google in the areas you serve that you guys are the number one choice when it comes to HVAC, all right? And if you implement this, you will be number one. I'm sure you're thinking like, dude, listen, I'm a business owner, right? I'm a contractor. I'm not some computer geek, right? Well, look, you get the number one, take this free blueprint, tackle it yourself. I'm totally cool with that. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourself some time, then you could just reply right back to this message, okay? Again, my name's Kyle. I live right here in Monument, Colorado, so I even love to meet you in person. But if it's easier, just reply back to this message. My number is 719-396-1510. But at the very least, I hope this was educational for you. Showed you a few things you can implement right now to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition, okay? So at the least, just give me some feedback on this video. Let me know how I did. But other than that, man, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Get out there and we'll talk soon.